I'm going to show you how to get ChatGPT to write just like you, and I mean exactly like you. So if you're somebody who produces content, maybe you write an email newsletter, maybe you post on social media, whatever it is, this thing is by far one of my favorite tools, and it's actually one of the simplest. You can write emails or any other kind of content, and even your most die-hard fans will not be able to tell that it wasn't you that wrote every single word. ChatGPT is actually really incredible at it. So let's dive in. I'll show you how to set this up. You can actually hand off a lot of your content creation to a virtual assistant or anybody on your team, and it saves you so much time, saves you a whole bunch of money. Let's go ahead and show you how to build it. Okay, before I show you the actual thing in action, I want you to get a feel for how my emails are because you are going to want to judge if this thing actually works. So here's an email that I put out to my list not too long ago and it got a reply. And what I said here was, let's talk about hangovers. Not something that I'm a doctor, I don't talk about very often. And I was actually talking about emotional hangovers here. But by quickly skimming this, you can get a good feel for what my emails should look like and what I try to do with them, okay? So you can just take a look here. They're relatively short, somewhere around 300 words, minimal formatting. I really don't care what these look like because it's all about staying in touch and building a relationship. I search for insights at Epic. That's why these are highlighted here inside of Gmail. And you can see that I have a little bit of a call to action as well here. All right, so this is what my emails look like. Have a little bit of a funny sign off, and it has a call to action that has somebody has to reply. That is what my emails look like. You are going to get to judge and see if this thing actually spits out emails. So let's go over here to ChatGPT. This is already built. This is where I'm going to show you how to build. And we're going to write an email. And I will actually send this email out tomorrow. Now, I'm a big fan of if you're writing emails to your email list, you probably should have a lesson and you should, have some ideas. But however, for the sake of this demo, I am going to just go to a random idea generator. Every time I refresh, you can see it actually changes the word here. I'm going to refresh 3 times and hopefully it lands on a good one. And I'm going to try and write an email about it that's actually helpful for my list. 1, 2, 3. And we're waiting on it. There's 3. Wild squirrel. Okay. So let's write an email about a wild squirrel. So I'm going to ask my ChatGPT to write me an email about a wild squirrel. Can you please write me an email about a wild squirrel? I'd like it to talk about the point that entrepreneurs can get easily distracted and run around like a distracted or wild squirrel, where if they really stuck to what they believe in and did the actions that they need to take, they'll get better results. Okay, so that just transcribed it for me a little bit easier. Now let's see if my thing does the job. So it's searching the database, it knows about me. I'm going to zoom in here so you can see it. And it gave me the subject line. You can already see the formatting is close. I like my formatting to be easy. And let's read it a little bit. There's a squirrel in our backyard who is either a genius or completely unhinged. So it starts with a story. Every morning he runs full speed across the top of our fence. And it knows I have a fence. It literally knows I have a fence because it's in the knowledge database. Jumps to the tree, pauses like he's had an epiphany, then promptly forgets everything and sprints off in another direction. This is exactly how I would write. It's like watching a furry little embodiment of distraction. Honestly, it reminded me of how most entrepreneurs operate. I'm going to stop reading here because I really don't want to bore you with this, but oh my goodness, I gave it that prompt. I would spend probably about a minute editing this, and this is done. You can see it has this reply here, something was funny. It has my sign off here. And it's actually useful for my list. Now, I can't tell you how amazing this is, whether you write very technical, whether you want a much longer email, whatever it is, I've trained it on what I want, and it can spit out what you want. So let's go ahead and I'll actually show you how to build this now that you know this works. So here's what's under the hood of all this. And it should take you 30 to 60 minutes max to fill out if you don't have the information already. If you have the information already about how you write, if you have examples of your content, it could take you 10 or 15 minutes if you're really good. So this is what you call a custom GPT. It comes with instructions and then you just upload some documents for it. That's all you need to do. So I'm going to give you these instructions. I'm going to give you the templates for these documents. And in the rest of this video, I'm going to show you how to actually fill them out. So we're going to go step by step right through it. So I'm in Google Drive here, and there are 4 documents, really only 2 you have to do anything with. And I have templates for these. If you stick to the end of the video, or you just look at the link in the description, click the link, and join the free school community, and you'll get access to all of these. But I'm going to go through these here for people who may not be as technically inclined, or if you'd really like to see under the hood how this works, let's dive in. I'm going to show you exactly how it works. So the first document is the brand and voice blueprint. This is a template that I'll have for you. I'll go ahead and open that up here. And this blueprint is really just giving ChatGPT the information that it would need about you. What's your name or your brand? How long you've been doing what you're doing? And you really just answer these questions in a sentence or two for each of these, and it's super, super easy. What do you stand for? Do you follow a particular system? And it tells you a little bit more about you. Do you talk about your family? Do you talk about your hobbies? What hobbies are they, right? And this is going to be the information that ChatGPT uses to get the information about you. And it goes on. This should take you maybe 15 minutes if you go fast. And let me just show you what mine would look like when it's filled out. I'll just go into my personal version here and open it up. And this is what mine looks like. Dan Giulianotti. I've been doing what I've been doing for well over a decade. I'm getting old. What pulled you into this work? And if so, I'm a doctor. I wasn't happy with where I'm at. And I just gave it a couple answers about what I'm doing and what I believe. I really believe that entrepreneurs should be able to enjoy what they do, produce more income, increase their free time, and then create something that they want, that autonomy, that lifestyle in the world, and hopefully make a difference too. So I tell it all about that. And I spent the time, did it one time, and now I no longer have to struggle with ChatGPT because it knows all about me. So that's the first document. Let's go into the second document. The second document is going to be one that you just dump your content into. So if you have a whole bunch of content, you want to dump your content here, either emails or writing, whatever it is that you're using this GPT for, you want to have it labeled and you want to just copy and paste it right here. So if you've written email newsletters before, just type in email newsletters as a heading and just paste in the email newsletters word for word. That should be really fast. If you're using this for posts, say this is my LinkedIn post examples, just copy and paste in your LinkedIn post examples. And then what I also suggest is that the way we talk is often different from the way we write, and this can help to give you some honesty here. So you can answer these questions if you use loom.com or any other audio voice app. Just go ahead and try and answer these few questions and then copy and paste the results in here. Okay, and I'm going to show you mine just so you can see what that looks like. So here's my version here of my content vault. And you can see I talked about, what drives me, what I'm all about. And then I literally just copied my emails down here. So you can see it looks exactly like my emails that we showed you right in the beginning of this video. So just copy and paste your emails down here, and it can be, the more you give it, the better. Super, super helpful. So that's what's going to take you the most amount of time in this entire thing, is going to be putting that information together. For some people, you have it. For other people, it's going to take you a little bit of time. Take your time, put that together. This is going to serve you for weeks, months, even years to come. So now what I'm going to do is, now that I have the content vault filled out, I'm just going to download it. So I'm going to download it to my computer, come over to ChatGPT, and I'm going to attach the file in a brand new chat. So this is a brand new chat. It knows nothing about me. It's not a custom GPT at this point. Just going to add the file here and upload it. Okay, and then the next thing I'm going to do is go over to the document number 3 and grab the prompt voice analysis. I don't need to do anything here. I can just hit edit, select all, and then I can copy this. So I'm simply going to copy this, and I am going to go into here and click paste. At the end, I can just say I've uploaded the writing sample to analyze. Okay, and that's it. That way, if you want to copy and paste it in, you can do that. If you want to download it and upload it in there, you can as well. And it's going to go ahead, and what we're asking ChatGPT to do here is be a professional voice analyst and tell me about my voice. How would somebody describe what my writing style and language is? So it's going to go ahead and just think about it, and it's going to pop that out for us. Okay, so it thought for 1 minute and 25 seconds, which is a long time for AI, and it did what would cost thousands of dollars before for other people to do for you, professionals. And it told me about my tone and personality, my voice color, my conviction and my edge, rhythm, empathy, and a whole bunch of other stuff here. So this looks relatively good to me. And what I'm going to do is, copy this essentially, and you want to paste it into a brand new document. And your brand new document, you want to name your brand voice analysis results dash your name. And the reason why the naming is important here is because we're going to use that in instructions. So this is what it should look like when you're done. It just copy and paste it right in here, and it should look like this. Go ahead and make any edits you want. If I didn't think I sounded like Pat Flynn or James Clear, I mean, those are some really nice people to sound like, or Tim Ferriss, then I would change that a little bit if I didn't feel like that was accurate. So go ahead and just edit that the way that you feel is accurate. Most of the time, this thing is spot on. Okay, so we're nearing the home stretch. The last thing that we're going to want to do, or one of the last things we're going to want to do, is get your brand voice GPT instruction document. This is largely going to be a copy and paste. And all we're going to do is change your name. We're going to, change the yellow highlighted things. And if you have not named your documents correctly, or you named your documents differently, just change the names that are here. Okay, but what we're going to do is we're just going to leave this open, and we're going to go over to ChatGPT and make your own custom GPT with all the documents, all the instructions, and you should be good to go. Then we head over to the ChatGPT, and you're going to go into, on the left-hand side, you should see GPTs. If you don't, you need to have ChatGPT Plus. It is the best investment as of right now. It's $20 per month. You're going to click on the GPTs part, and there's some featured ones here, etc. But up at the top, it says My GPTs. If you don't have that, or you don't see that, you can go to the URL that you see here. It's chatgpt.com/GPTs/mine. And then you're going to create a GPT. You're going to name the GPT whatever you'd like it to name, something that you remember. I will say Epic, Demo, and whatever you like here. Okay, and add a description. And then here's where we need to paste our instructions. The instructions come from your brand right here, your brand voice GPT instruction document. I have this open already, but I'm just opening it again. And you will have yours edited. You're just going to copy and paste that in. And I'm pasting mine in here. For those of you who are very tech savvy, this should be in Markdown, etc. There's all sorts of ways to do this better, but this is made for anybody can do this, and it works really, really well no matter how technical we get with this. So I've pasted this information in here, and it should work really well out of the box. And then all I want to do is upload my files that we have referenced here in the instructions. So we're going to go ahead and upload all those files. And really, there's only going to be 3 of them. We're going to upload the brand and voice blueprint, which is what you filled out. We're going to upload the brand voice analysis results, and we're going to upload the content vault. The naming is important, so make sure the names are important and they match what you have in the instructions. And then at this point, you should be relatively good to go. So you could say, write me an email about a squirrel and how entrepreneurs tend to bounce around from thing to thing. Okay, and I think I spelled squirrel wrong there, but we'll keep on going. And you can see it follows it. It is a different email from that it was before. It's lining things out the way I like, and it is absolutely perfect. Now, here's where it's important to spend a few minutes and run through this. You might see things you don't like here. And here's where you fix it. You fix it right down here under the what to avoid and your final output checklist. Now, if you use certain autoresponders, if you like certain things, if you didn't want an M dash in here, you just spend a couple of minutes manipulating things in here. And every time you change something or add something in here, this is going to disappear on the right. But you spend 10 or 15 minutes max. Sometimes it's 5 minutes. Me, I wouldn't have to do much here whatsoever. I would just tell it to stop with the extra spaces here. And you're just going to have a list of your final output checklist, and you put it in there, and this thing can write about you. It knows about your business. It knows about what you've written before, and it actually has your voice analysis right there. So spend a little bit of time here in the checklist, fix the things you don't like while you have it, and then you're good to go. Then all you need to do to put this into use is click create, and you can share it with yourself or your team if you really wanted to. You hit save, and now this is available for you, and it actually learns as it goes. So you click View GPT. It'll be in the left-hand side for you. But we're there, we're viewing it, and now we can just start using it. So I could say, make me an email about a super long YouTube video training chat GPT on how to write like you and how it can save you time.
Okay.
And this thing will get to know and learn and, get a little bit more history about you. So this is perfect. It knew that I said I just dropped a new YouTube video. It knows that because I have some of that in my content vault. Okay. And it is like, without even having to read this, I know I'm in range. So maybe 5 or 10% of it is me thinking about what to give it. And then it does 90+% of the work. I edit it very quickly and I just copy and paste into my email sending software. But this can do this for scripts or anything else. So I hope you found this helpful. I use it every single day. I have friends, family, clients that text me, email me, and call me saying, thank you. This is one of the best things ever. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this. If you want all the documents, just click the first link in the description. There's a free school community where I give you access to them. And then if you'd like an extra video on how to use this via your phone on Bluetooth or whatnot while you're driving, I write full newsletters going back and forth with ChatGPT while I'm driving home on a commute, and it saves me so much time. So it even saves more time that way. I've had friends, family, clients tell me how much they love it. If you like this, please click a like, subscribe. Let me know down in the comments because we're brand new here on YouTube, and this is just one way to use ChatGPT and AI to save you time, save you money, and save you a lot of hassle. And this is one of my favorite ways to use it. I'll see you in the next one.